friends, so we're going to jump right into today's true crime tarot video, and we're going to be looking at the case of the Watts family. So if you're not too familiar with it, I'm just going to give the quickest rundown, but Chris Watts murdered his pregnant wife and their 2 daughters, and there's a lot of speculation that his mistress had some involvement. Now, he has recently, I believe recently, come out with some information basically saying that, he did it, but she is kind of the reason why, like maybe she pushed him to. People think that, oh, he's just trying to push blame, and others think that she is guilty and that there's been some suspicious activity. So we're going to be taking a look at just how or how not involved she is when it comes to the murders of the Watts family. So I'm going to go ahead and cleanse my cards, my space, and my mind. And let's dive into it. Let's get ready to see, well, what is going on. So, first, I want to take a look at just the overall energy of Nichol. Like, what is she thinking right now? Okay, so the King of Cups, emotional stability and fulfillment. Let's see. I think that's how she has been feeling for a while. Right now, she's kind of moving in a direction of like, there's an imbalance in her life. So, okay, this is where she was, feeling confident in her emotional place and her mindset, finding like love and happiness still in her life. So I think this is representing like her past. We're going to do present and future. Okay, so present here is showing an imbalance. So I think she was once feeling pretty confident in herself and just her situation, and perhaps this pertains to like after the murders happened and her not being held accountable. Maybe she's like, oh, thank goodness. And that could be for a few different reasons, because she had nothing to do with it, or because she's like, ooh, thank goodness I didn't get caught. So we'll see. But right now she's kind of feeling like there's an imbalance in her life. Perhaps she feels like it's unfair, the talk that's going on right now. I mean, she has to be aware of it. So I think she feels that that's a little bit unfair. Let's see where things are kind of headed with her. Justice card. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think she's going to be held accountable for something. So yeah, I think some truth is going to be coming to light. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at that. So we're going to do a card that represents her, the murders, and then the energy between them. Okay, the Lovers makes sense. She was pretty obsessed with Chris Watts. The Hierophant, which is going to represent the murders or Shanann and her daughters themselves. And then the energy between them is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so what this is telling me is that her mind was set on Chris, and she was willing to do whatever she had to do to make sure she could have him. And I believe the Knight of Swords in reverse pertains to this had to be really fast thinking. So I feel that it was in the works, in the plans to do this. I think this is something like an idea she maybe put in his mind. However, with the Knight of Swords being reversed, this kind of shows me that it maybe didn't go exactly as planned. And so maybe that's why it happened so like maybe the disposing of them happened in a way that they necessarily didn't plan to. I'm not quite sure, but the Hierophant over here, this represents like the social norm and structure, just how things are supposed to be. And so that makes sense, like her being a wife and a mom and a soon-to-be mom again. Like, that's the traditional family structure, and she was here trying to break that down. And then again, with the Knight of Swords, it's like, this is like scattered thoughts, like everything was happening way too fast. So again, I think this is something that she wanted to kind of put in his brain. But I think the way that it happened, it was like, oh, I didn't think it was going to happen like right now. We have to figure this out kind of quick. So that's the kind of energy that I'm getting there. I do think she was kind of like the I don't want to say mastermind. Like let's take a look. I think he was the one who like actually did the murders himself, but I think she maybe had some like say in what to do. Here we have the King of Pentacles. This is a card of like organization and structure and control. Then we have the Devil card. These are attachments. This could be addictions, anything negative that doesn't serve you. And then what else do we have? Then we have the Seven of Swords. So that's like deceit, strategic thinking, maybe even being manipulative. So there was some type of control that she was trying to gain, and it was, I mean, it's literally like straight up right here. Like they were both being deceitful in this, and they wanted to gain control over the situation, not just her. Like he obviously did too, but I definitely think she was kind of the one calling the shots. So yeah, they were trying to gain control over the situation, and they caved into their horrific thoughts, and they were liars, and they had to be deceitful, and they did whatever they could to try and cover it up together. That is what I'm really seeing here. So now that I'm certain, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, now that I'm certain in those regards that she did have a big part in this, I'm going to go ahead and look at, let's take a deeper look at, like, will justice be served? What will that process look like? Because we had the justice card over here. So I'm assuming that justice will be served. So let me just get some cards on, like, the energy or the direction of how that's going to play out, us finding out things. So we have the Hanged Man in reverse. This indicates, like, letting go, like a shift in perspective. So I think maybe some things are going to be revisited, and there is going to be like maybe a light bulb moment when it comes to like what am I trying to say, like the police or the detectives, whoever's taking a look at this. There's going to be some like maybe she was more involved than we thought. Maybe there's some piece of evidence that was a little bit overlooked, or they're going to go back in her interview, something like that. Like something is going to make a little light bulb go off, and that's going to start shifting the perspective in this direction. And it could even be his book, him saying that it was her, and that's going to cause them to look into it more. So who knows? Here we have the Four of Wands. So this indicates like a celebration, but this can also indicate like family. So I do see that this is going to work out as far as like, yeah, again, like justice being served. Like I think the family is going to feel like they can celebrate due to her being held accountable. And that in itself, while I can't fix everything, that is going to give a little bit more closure. Okay, let's just do a few more cards, see if there's anything else here. I figured this would be like a fairly quick reading, but definitely felt it was worth doing. Okay, then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is an opportunity. And then we have the Two of Cups. Okay, let's do one more. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, yeah, and then the Ten of Cups reversed. Okay, I think an opportunity is going to arise, and it's going to be it's going to be between them, right? Because this is the Lovers, so between Chris and Nichol. And I think an opportunity is going to arise where he can kind of rat her out. And this is going to cause a lot of unhappiness, like a lack of fulfillment, a disruption in harmony to their emotional connection and her emotional stability and all of that. I really feel like this opportunity for him to kind of come out against her and really expose everything is going to happen. And I think she may even have the opportunity to kind of say what she needs to say, but I don't think it's going to go quite well. Perhaps there maybe will be even some kind of, I mean, I'm not quite sure how this works because, I mean, I'm not like a professional in law or anything. However, I'm wondering if there will be some kind of like deal offered to her, maybe some kind of plea deal or something due to him speaking out on this. Like maybe she'll be offered a deal like, hey, if you just come out with this, like we'll give you a way lesser sentence or something like that. But either way, she's not going to be happy. So yeah, that was today's True Crime Tarot reading. I would love to hear what you all have to say down in the comments below. I love a healthy discussion, and all perspectives are welcome here. So just don't be rude, and that's literally all I ask. So please give me a like and subscribe if you like the way that I present this content to you. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye.